Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We talk everything animation here, including Rick and Morty, which we'll be getting into today. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Delaney Stovall.
Hey, y'all.
Michelle Anderer.
Hey.
And John McKenna.
Hi, everybody.
Today, Delaney, Michelle, John, and I will be dissecting everything revealed just tonight at the Rick and Morty live stream that just finished up airing as of this recording. In fact, it is still airing, but we are going ahead with the podcast during the end. In case you missed it, AdultSwim.com had a live panel with Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland, the show creators, and I think they're in Chicago or something, and we had some interesting stuff revealed. Yeah, so
stuff. Yeah.
But the big news is that we have a date for episode 2 of season 3. It will be back on July 30th, Sunday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern. And we also have a trailer for the rest of season 3. Actually, in fact, the whole season, because we have some some episode 1 clips in there as well. So we're going to get into the trailer. We're going to get into the news revealed today, July 30th. It's very exciting. To be honest, I was very much prepared in case they were going to show the second episode on this live stream. They did not. Yeah. Dan and Justin frequently referenced that people expected that and that they were not doing that. So, but they did other stuff at the panel. There was, those two. We had a storyboarder, Erica Hayes, who's just drawing the whole time, and is hosted by Brandon Johnson, Mr. Goldenfold's voice actor. He's funny. Everyone was good. It was fine. It was like a Comic-Con panel, but it's potentially disappointing expecting an episode, I guess. But we did get a very exciting trailer in the release date. And of course, at Overly Animated, we'll be covering all of these new episodes once season 3 picks back up at the end of July. Although with that late of a time, probably not night of, maybe next day. And we will be continuing weekly podcasts until then, I think. We've been starting that up, and we're going to keep going until ramping up for the episode 2 premiere on July 30th. So we're going to get into the trailer dissection. There wasn't really other news. The most recent thing I heard that was new at the panel was Tom Kenny is voicing Gene, who is in the trailer, as their neighbor, apparently. Yeah, so that's cool. And the other thing Dan Harmon talked about this recently on Twitter. He had this giant, tweet thread where he is like, the reason that this is so delayed is because we took way too long writing it, and that's the only reason. So they're still animating it seems like, so that's why it's not here, because it's not done.
Well, that's nice at least, though, that he's like, yo, it's my fault.
Yeah.
And as long as we get a good product out of it, they can take as long as they need. Just as long as it's not Sherlock length. I can't handle that.
I don't know. We might be getting up there on Sherlock.
No, this is a year, especially considering the length of the seasons and like.
Yeah, it's better because they kind of saw it coming with the Mr. Poopy Butthole ending of last season, right. So that makes sense. Yeah, but it's fine. I'm not, we're not like, oh, where is it? It's like whatever. It's coming. This show takes a while.
It's honestly earlier than I thought it was going to be.
When we heard nothing until in like at the end of March, it's like, oh, and then they just premiere the first episode. This is later. When they said summer, this is later than expected, because this is pretty late into summer. But
Carmilla was like summer, and it was like August, so like this is fine.
I guess August is still So, but anyway, we'll very much looking forward to. They said 10 episodes in the season, so 9 more. That's expected, I guess, and I don't know. That was kind of it. They showed clips at the beginning. There's live action Eyehole Man, and
which is my favorite part.
Yeah. No, you were hyped for that, Delaney.
And something with Justin Roiland in the beginning interviewing Erica. I don't know if those are like DVD extras or if those have been seen before, but they showed those in the beginning. Any takeaways from the panel other than the trailer we're trying to get into?
No, just the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I mean, it sounds like I could buy that they were probably still writing the season. It looked like they were writing it as the panel was going on. I think they almost wrote a whole episode.
Yeah.
Watch that be episode 2.
That?
Just watch that be episode 2.
Yeah, that would be, I mean, impossible. But yeah, they were doing like, so the activity that they were doing during the panel was Dan Harmon was just writing a fake episode. Erica was kind of drawing like what was in the fake script while Justin Roiland was just talking a bunch. And it was just, and then they acted it out eventually, and it was like pretty decent, you know. And then the joke is like, we wrote something kind of coherent in 20 minutes. Why did it take us a year to write this season? So, yeah. But, no, that was fine. The panel's fine. You can, if you missed the panel, you can go back and watch it. Still, I think it's still happening as we're talking. They're doing a thing where they're drawing a fake character now, and I assume there's nothing major happening. So, we're gonna get into this trailer because this trailer is very exciting. Oh, any other takeaways to the July 30th date? It's Sunday night, you know, not the most ideal time, although as John pointed out, this is after Game of Thrones ends, so no conflicts there. That's very important.
You have no excuses, people. You don't have to choose.
Yeah, don't have to choose, but I will choose sleep probably over this.
Yeah.
No, I will watch it, but I will choose sleep over podcasting.
Right. Yeah, the podcast not happen. I'll definitely be. It's unfortunate, but yeah, we can have it up the next day. I think that's what we did for season 2 with Delaney and I 2 years ago. Anyway, so
probably.
Yeah. Let's get into this trailer. So this is a overly animated / former From the Spirit World classic where we take a trailer and we dissect every single frame. We go frame by frame. We're each going to pull it up. You listening can pull it up as well.
Follow
along, yes, with us. It's on Adult Swim's YouTube. Good job, Adult Swim, getting it up right as they put it on the panel. I'm very glad that you put it up on your YouTube. If you not have access to the trailer, you're like listening in the car, like I listen to podcasts, that's fine. If you've seen it before, like then we'll describe what's going on. Also,
we're also very descriptive, like you'll know.
Also, I'm going to pipe in. There's a ton of talking during the trailer, so I'm going to pipe in the audio. This is going to be confusing for you guys. You three co-hosts will not hear the audio from the trailer from my end, but me and the listeners will. But yeah, it's, if you have audio on your end, maybe you'll hear it. But because it's just all dialogue, so we have to kind of reference that being. I hope this is not. Generally, I try to avoid this because of copyright, but please don't take down the YouTube video, Adult Swim. Okay, so let's get into this trailer. My only takeaway before this happens, obviously there's like a bunch of stuff that's from different episodes, and we're gonna try to figure out what's going on. My only takeaway is it is 100% clear that there's a Mad Max episode coming.
Yeah,
hype.
Yeah, that is the.
I'm excited for that.
That is the takeaway from the trailer.
Yeah, that's
all like, shiny and chrome.
That's like, it's like I'm not 100% clear on what the other episodes featured premises are, but like definitely this is just a Mad Max.
Some of it was like fucked up Scooby Doo.
Okay, that's an interesting. I did not get that. You'll point it out when we get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go back to it.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So we're gonna start at 00, and we're gonna be pausing. So get ready to pause. Okay. So we're starting off, and we have this opening scene, which I'm piping the audio in. Let's make it louder. It's this Pickle Rick thing that we saw kind of a quick promo to before. Yeah, he's Pickle Rick. There you go. Okay, pause.
I'm so into it though. Like, what's so great about being a pickle?
Like Tiny Rick. It's the
Tiny Rick was so much better than Pickle Rick though.
But it's for the lulz.
Yeah, so I mean, people were pretty excited about Pickle Rick when there was the 2 seconds we saw past episode 1 at the end of when they showed it on April Fools. Yeah, people seem excited. I don't get the hype either, but it's the Tiny Rick. It's Rick shouting about being something.
I mean, I'm not as excited as I was. Like, I love Tiny Rick. I think Tiny Rick is the shit. But
you don't think
Pickle Rick's like.
You don't think Pickle Rick can live up to Tiny Rick? Why not?
Nothing can live up to Tiny Rick. Like, no, it's impossible. First time we'd seen
Rick Tiny. Now it's like the pickles. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna make it gimmicky. We'll see.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Tiny Rick was the original, though.
Yeah,
it could be all part of some overarching plot. You never know.
Presumably, there's a reason why he's turned himself into a pickle.
Small again. Yeah.
I would assume that this is. I mean, we'll try to pair that up with something else we see in the trailer. I'm not sure if like there's green versions of Rick and Morty later. I don't know if that has to do with
Yeah,
this.
it's like
Yeah.
the Flying
yeah.
Dutchman zombie, like whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Oh,
just
they
a
do
good
look like
description,
Flying Dutchman,
lady.
yeah. So maybe that has to do with it. Maybe that's like the pickle technology gone wrong. We'll see.
Pickle technology.
yeah.
You heard first.
You heard it
From
here
Dylan.
first. Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Pickle
that's
technology.
leading hashtag contender. But yeah, that's what Rick has been working on in the year and a half since the season ended, is the pickle technology. But yeah, Pickle Rick, very hyped. Now I'm at 13 seconds. Okay, let's continue. We see a spaceship flying into a city.
Gallifrey.
Okay, Gallifrey, pause again. So that was a 1 second shot of a ship flying into some city. Any speculation on the city?
Gallifrey.
Okay, that's not the show. Wrong show. Wrong show.
It's probably like the same idea though. Like there's no telling. I don't think this is the Mad Max stuff though. Like this looks too nice.
Yeah.
There's too much vegetation, and why is it covered in a dome? That must be important.
Yeah, it's covered in a dome. It's got things sticking out. Yeah,
It kind of has this weird like Sydney opera house kind of thing going on.
Oh yeah, it kind of does.
I
that
mean, because
like
it's a dome.
yellow
Oh
thing.
yeah, it's kind of got like
Oh,
the juts.
Yeah,
coming out.
yeah. Inside.
Yeah, Dylan,
Yeah.
not the dome. Like,
It's not the
okay.
yellowy thing inside it.
The yellow thing on the left. Yeah. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
the building that looks like you took like a bunch of Doritos and just stuck it in a bowl of guacamole, basically.
That's an interesting description.
I don't know how else to describe the Sydney Opera House vocally.
I think this,
the
yeah,
triangles.
okay, that's true. I think this kind of looks like Homeworld from Steven Universe a little bit. Got kind of the same
Yeah,
feeling
I mean, I
going
feel like
on.
it's probably like a utopia kind of thing. Like we're gonna see. There's no telling what kind of nonsense will go on.
Yeah.
Because
It's
the
a
rest
little
of the planet
Futurama-like.
looks kind of chill. With, like only the technology's inside the dome, but everything else is just like plants and stuff.
Also,
so-
there's like those towers. Like they have kind of like this eye-looking thing in them, and it looks like there's two of them. And they're like, one's like facing us, and another one's kind
Oh.
of like adjacent to that one. It's weird.
If you
Looks
ignore
like there's a giant eyeball on the right hand side.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Just
if that,
like
I'm
that.
not sure if that's an eyeball. That's the other yellow building, or the
Yeah, like
The
the
circular one?
white sort of spherical orb.
oh, there's that one too. There's a white thing in the this is definitely Rick and Morty flying towards it. Potentially Summer, Beth. So it's not clear. To me.
I am so freaking hyped for Beth. Like this is
Yeah,
about to be
same.
some shit.
We'll talk. We'll
Like,
see when
really
Beth gets
excited.
in here. Yeah, but my comment on this, we've spent this is the classic 2 minutes on this one shot. But if you ignore the city, this looks 100% like a No Man's Sky planet. That's my comment on this.
I still have to play that game.
We don't need to get into the controversial No
It
Man's
kind of
Sky
looks like
discussion,
Voltron.
but- Yeah, it could be just a generic Voltron planet. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. 14 seconds. We see the first shot of the Mad Max parody.
Yes.
Presumably parody of Rick's in. I don't know who's next to Rick.
It might be
Green
like those green people.
It might be nobody. It might be like some sort of energy source or
Yeah,
some.
it might not be a
Yes,
person.
He
Oh.
probably stole something. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he probably did steal something. Desert theme, much like the movie. Some people chasing him. We'll see when we get.
Summer's in the background.
Yeah, Summer's in the background with some dude. Big
Wait,
dude.
where?
Like right behind Rick. In
Okay.
like
Yeah,
the
it's Summer
biggest
and then-
car
Oh.
thing.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
it's slight, but yeah, I can see it now.
I assume these shots are clear when we see the subsequent ones in the trailer too. So let's continue. We're at 16 seconds. That was from episode 1, which we already saw. So continuing on, we're at 18 seconds. This is one of the weirdest things of the trailer. There's this dialogue happening. Don't let me distract you. Yeah. Okay. So, Morty
What the fuck?
Morty with a giant arm is choking a weird looking. I don't know how to. This is like the aesthetic I thought of during this part was like the Frankenstein Ian.
Yeah.
Just something from like Victorian
Olden
England type of
times.
thing. Yeah.
Also, he has one of
Yeah.
those like weird historical haircuts.
yeah, that's exactly. And there's no.
And a weird historical bathtub.
And there's candles. Yeah, it's something
And
in the
chemicals.
past. Something in the
Yeah.
past. Yeah. But why does Morty have a super giant buff left arm?
Can I describe this, or is this a family show?
No, this is you can make
not,
you can
it's
make your
Rick and Morty.
you can make
It's Rick and
your
Morty. Have you
ma-
not been hearing me
Yeah.
curse?
Yeah.
Let's
Go
see.
for
He's,
it.
okay, we'll put it this way. He's a teenager. He's got a massive left arm. He's probably
is this
puberty.
the Morty's discovered masturbation joke? Is that what we're doing here? Right? Like
What do you mean? He had a fucking baby with a robot.
yeah,
We're
wait.
past that,
Well,
man. Like we're
yeah.
way past
Well, the
that.
robot's gone.
way past that joke. Like, way past
But, like,
it. There was a
what-
baby and he raised it.
You see, like, an adolescent with one giant arm. Like, that I agree with John. This is the go-to joke here, I think.
Well, I'm also considering the voice actor for Gene. This is also like SpongeBob and like with like the fake muscles.
I think we'd go to darker places with this show, but yeah, it's
they decided to make it a totally family friendly, good for all ages show for season 3. That's why it took so long.
Yeah, that's why it took so long. Morty, is he choking this guy of his own volition, or does the arm have a mind of its own? Much like Star vs. the Force Evil, that weird second head episode. I don't know why I thought of that with Marco, but because Morty's looks very passive here.
Yeah, he does. I think the arm's just doing it.
Yeah, so
then the question is Rick talking to Morty or the arm?
probably both or neither.
Aw.
You know, a little column A, a little column B. I think on that one. I don't think he cares. But yeah, let's try to pair up something.
So we're going with Morty. Basically, has this universe's version of Finn's grass arm.
Oh yeah, that's another good comparison. Yeah, I think that's what's happening here. Yeah. Well, I want to try to pair something from this with a different episode, but yeah, for now we have an olden time Morty buff arm with a mind of its own. So probably the chemicals Rick's working with might have caused this arm too. That's possible.
Yeah,
I think
or
he's trying to cure
the
it.
ones
maybe,
that are. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe he's limited with only stuff that he can find in the past. The show hasn't really gone to the past though, right? We talked about this on a recent Star vs. Force Evil podcast, but someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the show really does past or future.
Well, no, it's not like time travel.
Yeah.
Well, season 1 kind of went to the past, but that was technically still Rick's mind. But episode 1, I should say. This might still be the future. It might just be like an alternate planet.
Oh yeah,
timeline.
It could just be a Victorian planet. Yeah, So that's always a possibility. So let's continue. But
they're wherever the vampires live.
Oh yeah, that does look similar. Yeah,
that's a good point.
That would be a good return of the vampires.
I would cry. That'd be so good.
The Alex Hirsch voiced vampire. Yeah, that'd be great.
Who Coach Ferratu?
Wow, nice pull there. Yeah, that's true. Let's do that. Okay, let's continue on. I'm continuing from 23 seconds. We have Rick, Morty, and Summer coming out of a portal into the garage. And they have and Rick and Morty have what, bandages on? No, they don't. That's just their mouths. What's going on here? Let's go back again. They're just making weird grins or grimaces, I guess. Yeah. Okay. That's a weird
just
shot.
Their face.
Yeah. That's not from episode 1, right? So.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know. There's nothing to speculate there, right?
No.
Yeah.
No. Who knows?
Summer's.
This is probably the generic scene of Rick and Morty. This is it.
Yeah, I agree. Summer's on an adventure, though. That's worth noting.
My fave.
Yeah, more summer
that is
adventure.
exciting.
I rewatched episode 1 again before this one. And Rick at the end, Rick floats the possibility of Beth on adventures. So.
And I noticed that too when I watched it. And I was like texting my girlfriend, and I was like, "Oh my god, wait, Beth!"
Yeah, that might be. We'll see if there's any indication in this trailer. By the way, keep track. Jerry count in this trailer. I saw one on my first.
I saw one Jerry.
So we'll see if there's more. Yeah,
not even paying attention to Jerry.
We'll continue. We'll see if we find more.
That
than
is
one
the
Jerry.
proper attitude.
Michelle, not here for Jerry. Okay, let's continue. 25, 26. Pause here. So. This is the Mad Max world?
Yeah, I think so.
Assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the guy in the middle was
is,
the one next to Summer. Yeah.
Okay, so they're like getting food in the Mad Max world.
This is so.
They're eating someone's arm, yo. That's hardcore.
Yeah, that's true. And do they have the hair? And yeah, I don't know. Rick and Morty look normal.
And they seem to have the issues, like the guy on the left, he has because they're all sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rick looks bored by this world.
And Morty's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, as always.
Yeah.
I mean, this is probably the least weird thing Rick has seen in a while, so he could be bored.
Maybe,
Does he ever see weird things? Like, that's the real question.
yeah, usually he's not impressed. Maybe this season. I mean, Rick just made the biggest power play, potentially in the history of the universe in the previous episode. So maybe he's just not bored by anything. Maybe he's bored by everything now. That's another thing I got from rewatching that episode for like the fourth time. Like, Rick has positioned himself seemingly as like ruler of the universe. So
basically. And they keep talking about how smart he is. Like, he's the smartest man in the universe.
yeah, we got
and
that.
then,
But now the government's
he's
gone,
conquered the
and
family.
he's like mostly destroyed the Council of Rick. So potentially he's in charge of everything. So I'm interested to see if that plays out. Although I'm skeptical from this trailer that we're going to get too deep into things, you know. Continuing on, 28 seconds. So, pause, 29 seconds. Who wants to describe what's going on here?
It's Ant-Man.
Oh, this is an Ant-Man parody? Okay. Yeah.
It looks
So
like a
it's a
pickle.
It looks
like what that was a total like
yeah,
that
he's
entire
doing the
scene
pause.
is from Ant-Man.
Yeah. So
okay.
it's a rat though.
Well,
Is
yeah,
it
no,
a
he's
rat?
a total meat
Like,
freak.
he's
thing,
something.
like,
But he's got a green body. It's like it could be Rick, actually. Pickle Rick.
Oh my god, wait! That's
Oh,
the
it is
pickle in the
Rick.
middle!
Yeah. That's a
Isn't that the pickle? Oh my
It looks
god.
like it,
And we
yeah.
That is
and we see this
messed
later in the
up.
trailer too. Like we see it fighting.
Okay. Yeah.
That
Or
means
something
like
similar
Rick
to
took
it.
over a... Yeah, okay.
That's-
I'm excited for this episode now.
That's a good call. Yeah.
Because Rick took over a
Wow.
pickle.
Yeah, and they took over a rat body and jacked it up.
And
That's,
the
like,
rat has a
crazy.
gas mask on and goggles too.
Yeah, he needed
Okay, question. Maybe they go to Mad Max world and like this still has the Mad Max like aesthetic.
Yeah,
so like
this rat
all
does,
of these
yeah.
tie together somehow.
Oh,
like, with
yeah,
Rick.
maybe it
But it's
does. Maybe this is all just
But
episode
the backdrop is too modern. That's the problem.
Well, no, I'm not saying they're at the same place. Like
two.
I'm
This
talking
could,
about like
they could transfer
connected.
after this or something. Maybe the toilet connects them. He came out of
they're
the
like
toilet.
gathering things.
Yeah, but yeah,
Today on Steampunk Animal Planet.
right. That's that's kind of what this is. And then he's like gory. He's like doesn't have flesh on his arms either. This rat thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is very freaky. That's a good call on the Ant-Man though. That's definitely what they're doing here. Continuing, 30 seconds.
Oh,
Like,
God.
what even is this? So, how far does this?
This looks like Mad Max.
How far?
Wait, this looks like the Victorian place, though. Like, look at that dude with the piano up
Yeah.
there.
So at the top, there's like this skeleton thing grinning really big with a piano.
Yeah.
And then Rick and Morty.
And they're like in a piano.
oh, then
Oh, yeah, they
Yeah.
have the huge piano.
Rick and Morty are tied up in, and then there's like
That's crazy.
flayed creatures tied up next to them.
And they,
Yes.
yeah, basically. Well, they don't look flayed. They look like, one of the hammers came down and crushed them. Like, 'cause some of them are
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good.
That's
I mean,
probably
it depends
like,
what they
this
looked
is
like
some-
originally, but yeah, they're dead, and Rick and Morty are not dead, and yeah, probably the hammers came down and crushed them. I agree. So they wind up in a piano controlled by this either very white-skinned or skeleton man. Interesting. Probably not the same episode as the Mad Max episode.
So if that's a regular sized piano, though, does that mean they're all like really
oh,
small?
maybe they're tiny.
Like,
yeah.
could it be connected to the pickle thing? Like, is it all?
Yeah.
Or they're in a giant piano.
But like, okay, you'd make a whole piano just to murder people. Actually,
We're
that's
watching
kind of
Rick and
cool.
Morty.
No, actually,
Why not?
yeah, no, I'm actually.
Okay, what makes more sense? You have a giant piano and a little piano, or you have a little piano with a littler piano in it. Like,
I would go for the littler, but
I'm glad
I
that you
make this
repeated
show.
it.
Michelle's murdering people with pianos. That's the takeaway from this, I think, right? That's the.
Michelle got really hyped.
Yeah,
about
she was
that.
very
Right.
excited. Yeah.
well, it's such a thing to just find on a trailer.
I feel like I've seen that somewhere, like crushing. I feel like I've seen that in another episode of something. Piano keys crushing people. Anyway, yeah, they could be small. I don't know. It would be pretty troll if this whole trailer.
You've seen it in Tom and Jerry because it happens to Jerry all the
Okay,
time.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, that sounds
It
about
would be
right.
pretty troll if this whole trailer was just episode 2. But that seems improbable. Let's continue. Yeah, this scene is an interesting visual. 31 seconds, 32 seconds. So this is from, we can keep going. This is from episode 1. Yeah. Pause. Okay, this is our Jerry sighting. Ding, ding, ding.
We got Jerry!
Yeah.
Oh,
Jerry.
maybe he put
And like
him on that
Rick
right
has
to
like an
kill
arc
him.
reactor or something.
Wait, was
like,
Rick shot in the chest or something?
Yeah, like what is
Wait,
going on?
What?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Is it like an arc reactor?
Oh,
like what's going
yeah.
Yeah, so
he got shot.
At 34 seconds, Rick and Jerry are on a roller coaster. and Rick Jerry is terrified. Rick is having a good time, and he does look shot in the chest.
I don't think it looks like his wound is healed though. Like his skin is completely intact. His shirt's just something happened.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's this, I think there's more shots of the roller coaster, but Delaney, thoughts on bringing Jerry back into the fold here?
No, what? Why? Like,
so we can torture him more. That's the whole point of Jerry.
Well, the thing is, like, the fact that it's Rick, like, I'm interested. Like, what's the point? What is Rick doing?
Yeah, why is Rick excited to be with Jerry? That's my question.
Well, I could see something. Honestly, I could see something like we kind of have like weird side episodes where Rick like kind of almost feels bad for Jerry and then does horrible shit to him and then leaves.
Yeah, that could happen. He could just check in on Jerry. Yeah. Torment him. But yeah, this is.
And I want him to stay away.
It's just very un-Rick like to be this excited, I would say.
But it's
I'm sure it's the roller coaster.
Yeah,
not Jerry.
When has Rick ever actually tormented Jerry though in the show, other than just sort of put him down, call him an idiot, and do all that kind of crap?
It's passive tormenting.
Yeah.
All right.
It's still
this would be active tormenting though.
I agree. It hasn't really been active other than kicking him out of the.
Well, in the show, it's all just generally like everyone just shits on Jerry. Like
it's the show. Okay. We'll check in on the roller coaster again. Let's keep going. I'm at 34 seconds. Pause. Okay.
This is my favorite part.
This is a very good part. So Rick is talking to one of the Federation bugs.
We see them all the time. We need to figure out what their names are.
Yeah, I don't know what the name of that species is, but so we have Summer, kind of normal on the left with a yellow eye thing and a gun and some gear, and then it pans to the right, and then there's like Cyborg Summer.
It's great.
Buff Summer.
Buff Cyborg Summer. Okay, so Delaney,
so swole.
What's your reaction?
This is super exciting and lit. So,
what part
my
is
question
lit?
is, well, okay, one, that it's Summer, and then there's two Summers, and then it's freaking Cyborg Summer. And then, like, are they going to kill Rick, or are they with the bug? Like, what's the mission here?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
Good point.
Also, where is Cyborg Summer from? Also, we're going to start collecting Summers. So we have Cronenberg, like, buff Hunger Games as our Summer, but at Hunger Games Summer, and then I guess she's not our Summer anymore.
The original Summer is Cronenberg Summer, but our Summer is the one. Could this just be a clean?
We don't have the original Rick or the original Morty either, though. Too so.
No, we do have the original.
I think
we
Morty,
have the originals. They took the places.
Right. So C-137 are both of ours. Rick's not in his original body anymore, but he's still his mind is C-137. As far as I can remember, our Morty's still body and mind C-137.
Well, yeah, no. Well, that's what they came from Cronenberg, and then they went to a universe where they died.
Yeah. Any chance that it's hard to remember because it was like 3 years ago in season 1, 4 years ago. Is any chance this is Cronenberg Summer cleaned up because she's buff?
That's possible.
I think that is possible, but I think it'd be cooler to have like a different Summer. Yeah. Granted, it makes sense, but I don't we would have to have a little bit more backstory on why like she's like cyborged.
I mean, it's notable no matter what, because we've never really explored another alternate Summer in depth. So maybe it's a clone, or maybe it's like a projection or
just
something.
Another dimension.
Yeah. I mean, it could just be.
She looks really angry, which I'm curious about.
Yeah. Maybe they're going after Rick. Why is Rick just casually talking to the bug? No,
I'm sure it's a trap.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, probably a trap. Yeah.
But who's laying the trap?
Yeah.
That's what we don't know.
And that gun is very big. That Summer has.
It is.
Yay!
Cyborg Summer has. Yeah, this is very exciting. Cyborg Summer.
And it's like a double gun. I don't know if it's a sight on the bottom or if it's another light.
It's another.
Oh yeah.
I assume it's the sight, but I don't know.
Granted, who knows? It's kind of silly to have the sight under the gun, but we'll see.
Gun expert Delaney. Yeah, is any connections to anything we've seen so far from this one?
I feel we've seen stuff like it before. I don't think she looks dissimilar to Phoenix person.
Oh, that's a good concept. Yeah, Phoenix bird.
Tammy would totally build a Robo Summer.
Yeah. Oh man, let's. I'm here for season long villain arc of Tammy.
By yourself.
Let's do it. Yeah, this is the Cyberbird. What was it again? I just watched it. Was it Phoenix Person? Yeah. Cyberbird, Phoenix Person. Yeah, version of Summer. Okay, let's continue. 36 seconds. We're starting again. So this is from episode 1. We can keep going. Pause at 39 seconds. Morty is fighting with the gelatinous green version of himself. In the ship.
The Flying Dutchman. Zombie.
I like the Flying Dutchman zombie description.
That's a good description.
They're in the ship and it's flying around the garage, I think, or the house in general. Yeah, it's just flying around the house, and he's fighting with the green version of him. Later,
how many times are they going to break the house?
Yeah, well, a lot. So I guess let's save the green talk again for when we see Green Rick, I guess. So let's keep going because we do see that later. This is from episode 1. Okay, pause at 40. No, that's also from episode 1.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Pause at 42 seconds. Yeah.
Now you see him in his full pickle glory.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. This is definitely the rat thing. Yeah. Okay. So this is 43 seconds. Giant pickle Rick with the rat appendages. So that's interesting.
This is just fucked up.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah.
It's like screws in there, keeping it stuck to the pickle body.
Yeah, there's like this is fucked up. Okay, question: did Rick have to do this, or did Morty have to help him?
Yeah, because he didn't have limbs before this, so he might have needed help.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how
Poor Morty.
Pickle Rick would do that. So what room is he in? He's like things tied to the top and like intestines.
He looks
strewn
like he's
around.
Inside something.
Yeah,
It looks like
an animal,
like in a sewer or something, or I don't know,
somewhere where rats live.
Yeah.
a sewer.
Okay, let me go back. I went too far. Yeah, and he's fighting a rat, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's multiple rats, and it's not clear again whether these are big or small rats, big rats or normal sized rats. Yeah.
No, they're normal size. To me, just the toilet, he's like the size of a normal pickle.
April is reporting that they're still the panel's still going, and they're still making stuff. They're just doing nothing. So interesting. Okay, thank you for the report. Rick and Morty panel correspondent April. Okay. So yeah, I assume this is small Rick normal sized rats.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Like this is total Ant. Oh my god, it's Ant-Man. It's Rat.
yeah, so this is just a parody. This is
Ratman.
just to be an Ant-Man parody, right? Like Pickle Rick is. I think that's where we're going with this. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is 100% what this is.
So I guess I need to finally watch Ant-Man to prepare for this episode.
Ant-Man is actually good. I would recommend.
Is it? No, I think it got good reviews. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's that.
Considering I'm a DC slut, like Marvel, like it was a good Marvel movie. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah. Okay. Self-proclaimed DC slut. That'll be.
Y'all know I'm a slut for Wonder Woman. We already know
obviously,
this.
but let's. I assume we would have a Wonder Woman parody of some sort if that didn't air. It's too recent. They couldn't have written that far back.
Well, they already did the Wonder Woman like kind of parody with like the women like.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they did have the Themyscira parody. Yeah, so that's good. So yeah, the Pickle Rick we've determined probably an Ant-Man parody episode fighting these rats. Let's keep going.
And it's horrific.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh, what?
Yeah. Where do we even start here at this next part at 45 seconds? So let's take it. So
is this what Attack on Titan is like?
I don't know. So let's.
That dude's on like a meat hook that's like swinging. What?
There's basically two shots here. So let's start off in it's like left, and then it pans right when the thing comes in. So here's Morty. Here's a guy with like a holographic steel beam. There's a floating blue-haired space lady. There's a normal-looking guy in a suit. There's a crocodile monster thing, and then there's like a weird, I don't even know what that thing is. It's like
they're the Avengers.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is yeah, right. This is because
they kind of look like the Avengers or the heroes from Big Hero 6.
Because she's like the Olsen character, right? And
Black Widow.
Or she's floating though. Doesn't the other one fly? The red Scarlet. But
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. And then there's like maybe like the alligator's raccoon. I don't know. You can Right. Is that like
Was it Guardians of the
right?
Galaxy?
Is that like Chris
or?
Pratt with the raccoon? Is that what the two are with the guy and the alligator? And then like the thing on the right is the is Thrax. Okay.
Okay. It could be multiple.
Yeah.
Superhero
Well, it also doesn't have
too.
to be like. It can also like. It's very just obvious like they're superheroes.
Yeah.
Why?
Like they have
so
the
this is
capital
so okay.
L.
If this is some sort of generic superhero parody, this is probably part of the Ant-Man episode. Then, so this is also part of the Pickle Rick episode.
I would say so.
Okay, let's
Also, it still kind of looks the same, like with the sewer and the rats, and like they have the same aesthetic. Like
yeah, maybe they're just all just small people. So this thing comes from the right and it grabs which does he kill? Any of them?
He kind of swipes at
Yeah,
him.
I think he
gets
misses.
anybody.
Yeah. So it's this giant monster. I don't know how to describe it. It's on a hook. Yeah.
It's got. I think like its intestines are coming.
I
out.
just now see the hook. Okay.
Yeah, it's on a hook. So the intestines would match the backgrounds of the Pickle Rick rat previous sequence.
They're all connected.
Yeah.
Maybe it's only showing us like 3 episodes.
I'm pretty sure it is.
And the background,
more.
the throne and all that stuff in the background.
Let's remember, they're not finished animating the season, so this can't be from the last few episodes. So that's like out of the question.
This looks like hell.
Yeah, it does look like some sort of hell thing, and there's like a throne too. So maybe that's like the leader. That's like the soup.
Missing its legs now, though.
It is missing its legs.
It looks like a demonic Grinch.
I don't even know what it's got one eye. It's got like body armor on the top half. Is it even alive?
Oh, I mean the throne.
Oh, the throne.
I mean the throne.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
got a skull on top or something. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how to deal with this thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how to deal with that. But yeah, I think we're uncovering hidden parts of this thing.
Wait. Normal Rick is in the scene.
Yeah, Rick is there.
Right,
yeah.
right.
If you're pause it later at 45 seconds. Yeah, Rick and Morty are basically normal in there. So okay, so it can't be. You're right. Okay, I see why that's notable. It can't be Pickle Rat Rick.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Unless it was the beginning of the episode.
Oh my god.
Number 2
rude.
of Dylan just being like, whatever, Delaney's talking.
Because we didn't.
No, Delaney's right though.
We didn't understand the significance. You were faster than us. Okay, so yeah, it's.
For once, the only time.
Only the first time. Yeah. Okay. No, let's keep going. We'll try to connect something back to this thing. So this is 46 seconds. This is a great scene. Let's do pipe in the audio.
Okay, but not because you told me to.
So Summer getting darker. So Summer shoots the I forget what the character's name is from Mad Max, but like the parody of the King, right? Yeah. So he said, "Kill me, please," and then Summer shoots him. Thoughts?
It's great because she's like, not because you told me to. Like, that's so good.
Yeah. So I guess they triumph over the Mad Max world.
It's kind of like a dark, like, I am no man moment.
Yeah. But like in a very teenager-y kind of way, which is great.
Yeah, she's like, I don't give a shit. Bye.
Not because you said that I was supposed to. I just did because I wanted to. Gosh.
Love how it's still in character. It's still in character, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, she just like straight up killed somebody.
Yeah, and like we're kind of like, dang, what?
Yeah, is this the evil Summer arc? Like, what's happening here? Dark Summer arc?
Oh my god, is my body ready for that? I don't know.
It's yeah. I'm definitely ready.
I could dig that.
Yeah, I'd be up for this.
Dylan is here for Dark, all of his favorite characters.
Oh yeah, that's the go-to move. Yeah, let's get Dark Star in the Star movie, and then we're gonna have Dark Summer coming up. It's gonna be great. Okay, let's keep going.
And then later it's Dark Steven Universe.
Right. And then it'll be Dark Onion,
No.
Dylan's
Oh,
favorite.
stop,
Dark
go
Onion.
away.
Onion is still dark.
Bans. Okay.
Dark and
I like that Rick is freaked out during this, even so.
that's
it's
the
great.
notable thing.
Yeah, because nothing freaks him out.
Yeah, and the trailer's arranged so that they're referencing something he said in episode 1, but clearly this is not he's not referencing that, so interesting. 52 seconds, let's continue. Let's just do the audio from this. Let's play the whole thing.
Oh, they're little wormy things. I just noticed that.
What?
Little wormy things, like everywhere.
Okay,
like
yeah.
inching around.
There are worms. What's he call so Morty wants to do something. The crystal's calling. What are the people who's calling called?
There's some called it's the council blah 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 blah. The Vindicators.
Okay, wait. Is that what? Okay, sorry, I'm being Vindicators. Okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm being annoying playing the audio, guys. But, okay, no, I have a theory. I have a theory. So the Vindicators are the generic superheroes we see in that previous shot.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
That's a
sense.
good one, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe this
That
is the
makes sense.
beginning of episode 2.
Yeah.
Why are there worms and stuff? Maybe some random thing.
An experiment.
They look like they're
something.
like nails and like
They got big eyeballs. They're cute.
Yeah, that's. Any other theories on who the Vindicators are? I think it makes sense that they'd be those superhero guys.
Yeah, they could be the superheroes.
Yeah.
granted they could
Sounds
also
like a
just be
superhero
some
name.
generic space thing. So like there's
Yeah.
really no telling.
Yeah.
I think your theory makes the most sense.
It's tempting to connect everything, and it might, because
And then of course we watch Rick and Morty and then we're like, wait.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's only probably 5 episodes this could be from. So, and that's being generous,
Right.
I think. But yeah, let's continue. 58, 59. That's from episode 1, so we can keep going. 102. So Beth clicks the normalize button on the
Morphizer
the XE, but it's set to enlarge.
Call that progress.
And the house is destroyed again.
And normal.
Beth says, I
garage.
call that progress. She's huge and normal. Okay, interesting. And so Summer has been enlarged. So why is she normal now?
Was something wrong with it? Maybe she's like, maybe this is connected to the green stuff.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
But there's versions of them that they coexisted with their green versions. So it's not like Summer could be turned back from green to normal. We didn't see Summer normal and Summer green, or either of them. I mean, we saw Summer, so we never saw a green Summer. But yeah, this could be some.
Granted, we have to remember that Rick and Morty are not from this universe.
I guess that could be related. Yeah, that's true. It's hard to tell. This could be. We've seen a few versions of. We saw a cyborg Summer. Probably that's not related. But yeah, if this was green Summer, then yeah, maybe it enlarges her, but makes her not green. That's possible. What do we think of Beth? But Delaney, what do you think of how Beth is in the scene?
Oh my god, I'm super excited about it. Also, Beth is just like so savage. So this is gonna be really great if she goes on adventures. Like, what kind of nonsense is she gonna say to people? Like, I can't wait. Like, I love her. And then she's gonna use her like ridiculous horse surgeon knowledge, and it's gonna be great. Like, I can't wait.
Yeah, I
Maybe
feel like that would come in
universal
handy
forces,
somehow.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be great since we have this divorce now. Is if Beth starts dating like alien people from from the, and
Sexual.
and then
We're
like we bring
exploring her
Jerry in
horizons.
occasionally, and then he's like really pissed that Beth is dating other people. That'd be good, I think.
Honestly,
And
I think
maybe-
Jean's gonna wind up being the love interest.
Oh yeah, Gene. We haven't gotten to Gene yet. That's coming soon.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this new.
It would make sense.
Yeah, let's keep going. We'll get to Gene.
Which that would also explain why Morty's like even extra pissed at him.
Yeah. 106. Rick's fighting his green version. Rick is winning, and then throws him through the glass. So yeah, any theories on what these green versions of them are?
I think that it's related to the swamp that we see later.
Okay. Summer is.
Because they look kind of melty,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
They look gelatinous.
Yes. Yeah, some form of like mutant doppelganger.
Summer is here laughing at TV, or she's, I guess, cringing at the glass.
Chilling.
So she's seemingly not worried at this development. Yeah.
She's like, this is casual.
Yeah, we'll see if we can connect this. Let's keep going. 108.
I mean, that family probably is casual at that point.
So we get Gene. Okay, here's Gene at 111. Gene's like, everything all right?
Is he a fisherman?
Morty just
Like,
going off at it.
Yeah, Morty. We're just like, fuck off, Gene. Yeah, so. Gene, we hear, is voiced by Tom Kenny, presumably somewhat of a significant character. Could just totally could just be a one episode
For
character.
one episode,
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
But
Well, the fact they mentioned him, I think in the live stream probably says a lot.
yeah, and they wrote him into the fake
Tom-
episode. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Kenny's been in I think more than a few episodes already. So, I mean, he's done multiple
Okay,
roles,
interesting.
but he hasn't
Mhm.
done. Yeah, because Tom Kenny's one of those guys who's in.
Yeah, I mean, he's in
whose
everything.
voices in
Right?
almost
So,
everything.
yeah. Yeah, so we'll see how Gene definitely seems very Flanders-like from this appearance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morty.
I think the love interest thing is like, considering how pissed Morty gets, like I think that makes a lot of sense.
Beth, Jean dating, yeah. This is definitely connected to the theme we just saw before with the Big Summer, by the way.
Their ship name can be Bean.
Bean, Delaney's calling it now.
That's not even a good one.
Wow, rude.
It's Bean.
Jeez.
You liked Jelly, like whatever.
Jelly's cute.
Okay, that's
though.
a different. People are confused. That was a different podcast.
We've already referenced Star. Does it matter?
Yeah, we've already referenced it.
There's in the background there's the Morphizer XE, so this is right after the big summer happens. Jean's like everything all right. Okay, let's keep going. 112. So back to the roller coaster. Pause there. That one.
His chest is fine. His shirt's just fucked up.
Maybe, yeah. So there's aliens in the background of them. They're going to like Jerry's. Both of their faces are like coming off, and probably not literally, but yeah.
Maybe they just picked him up from the hospital, and he has to let you know. He's like, let's go to an amusement park.
Yeah. This is an alien amusement park. Okay.
Of course.
I don't know how it connects to the other stuff, but potentially doesn't because it's our only Jerry appearance.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, keep going because we're getting back to Pickle Rick at 114. Pickle Rick is small. Pickle Rat Rick and is running from agents who are shooting at him.
Shield, man, or Hydra.
Anything else would make sense. Oh my god.
Yeah, probably. This is what else to say other than a Pickle Rat Small Rick running from guys with guns. Yeah, so keep going. 115 is from the first episode, so skip that. 117, there's this giant weird monster.
This monster has a very particular design.
Its mouth is a vagina.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
it's like
God.
It's trying to be the scariest vagina that ever there was.
Wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is this from? This monster.
Oh wait, it's from that place. See the trees? It's from that place with the dome.
Oh, it is.
Totally
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why they have a dome, because they're crazy vagina monsters running around the forest.
Seems
No,
fair.
I think that's why.
Yeah,
though.
there.
No, I
For
agree.
real.
Yeah, this is.
And also, this looks huge. So.
Yeah, so crazy vagina monster is from.
Oh,
the
and
dome.
if it's a dome, the vagina can't like bite into it.
Yeah, because it's too round. It's smooth.
High
I
five,
guess.
Michelle. Let's figure this out.
Okay, good. Yeah, that is a good observation. I think the next shot is also from this. So, 118, we see Jerry. Oh, well, nope, wrong. Third Jerry appearance in the trailer. At 118.
Got 3 Jerrys.
And Jerry.
Maybe. Okay, they go to this city because
Yeah.
Rick's like, guys, this has like the coolest fucking shit. We have to ride this roller coaster, man. We're gonna fly all the way out here and ride this fucking roller coaster, and then all this shit happens.
If you pause at 118, the vagina mouth opens like a flower, kind of with like
confirmed.
yeah. So Jerry, so here's Jerry. It's on the planet that they're flying to.
He's in a roller coaster. He's on the roller coaster right now.
Is he?
That's what it is. He's in a seat, and it's a broken roller coaster.
I don't think that's clear, but yeah, he killed it. Could be.
It actually looks like Rick's ship almost, like the same kind
I think
of
he could be in
cover.
the ship. I'm not sure.
Well, the broken pieces around it just look like the roller coaster they were on, kind of like it's yellow and.
Oh yeah, probably.
But yeah, the Jerry episode is the dome episode that they're flying to. It's the roller coaster episode and the vagina monster episode.
Well, of course, this raises the big issue: is how did Jerry get there?
I think Rick just brought him.
April reports that the stream is still going. They're answering audience questions, and she's not watching anymore. So,
Good life choice.
okay.
Nothing was going on.
Some people have to work tomorrow. Yeah. So let's including So yeah, she brings up they keep talking about season 4. Yeah, they did that before. Jan Harmon was like, well, our contracts aren't renewed for season 4, so I don't know. But season 4 hasn't been ordered yet.
Yeah, surprise season 4. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's not a thing. We'll deal with that later. They've not finished making season 3 yet. But yeah, let's keep going. So the No Man's Sky planet vagina monsters, that also fits with No Man's Sky, by the way. That it would auto generate weird orange vagina monsters. And that's the episode with Jerry. So we're at 119. Okay. Pause there.
Total like Iron Man shit.
So this is Rick with the shirt from the roller coaster. So this is the Jerry episode, and his arm turns into a gun.
But he must be connected to the cyborg Beth though, or Summer. Yeah,
because this is
out.
cyborg Rick. So this is probably connects to the cyborg Summers thing we saw. Ooh. So that's all from Jerry episode.
So that means Jerry's in the roller coaster with cyborg Rick.
Yeah.
Yes.
But maybe you don't figure that out for a while.
It's not. This could be our Rick that's been like modded. You know, it doesn't.
True.
True.
Not clear. His hand looks very robotic. It looks like he's.
I mean, maybe Pickle Rick could be like this first attempt at modding himself, and then he does it to his actual body.
He's way better the next time. Yeah, I think that's a good theory.
Do you think it's the same episode?
No, I don't think it's the same episode at all. But I think that could be so first we have Pickle Rick episode, and you're like, what the fuck? And then later you're like, oh, this makes sense.
All right, I've been exposed to enough to accept this is a thing now.
That's his arc this season.
Rick must make sense.
Oh my god, yeah, we're desanitized to it now. That's his arc is modding himself. Interesting. It could be. Or it could just be another Rick completely. Anyway, but yeah, that's definitely...
I mean, he's bored now. What else has he got to
So
do?
now we've tied that Jerry episode all to this. Let's keep going. So this is 120. Pickle Rick sends an explosion on the computer. And
this is so good.
And it says, fuck you.
So good.
And then it explodes. Okay.
This is my favorite.
Why is it so good?
It's just so stupid. To me, this is okay, we've seen vagina alien. We saw his arm turns into he does a gun, or he goes fucking go gadget or whatever. But this is the kind of stupid sci-fi shit I love. It's so funny. We live in the digital age, and you can send an explosion. Yeah. That's so stupid. I love it. It's so funny.
It's almost sci-fi by way of Looney Tunes, because it's almost like
exactly
in a Bugs Bunny cartoon. You can see
that's
them.
Why it's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
John gets me. It's this Acme shit.
It is. This episode seems very Acme. Yeah. So he's Pickle.
He's a fucking pickle, and he's sending explosions to these Hydra agents.
Yeah.
Plot twist: Rick Sanchez is the CEO of Acme Incorporated.
Yeah, and that is.
I mean, honestly,
and that is the last shot. And then we get this weird different style drawn shot of it's coming at, and a monster comes out, and it's Beth and Rick, but it's not clear. This isn't probably from the show. It's probably promotional still.
Yeah. It's just the promo thingy.
Yeah. Is there anything
you can tell?
There's something at the end. Okay, so the stinger for the promo is what's Rick saying? It takes more than that to kill Rick and Morty. It's gelatinous versions of them.
Yes, the swamp. Yeah. Delaney's right.
Okay, so explain the swamp, Delaney.
Well, this is the fucked up Scooby-Doo shit I was talking about. This looks like Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. That's what this shit is right now. And aesthetically, that's what this looks like to me. And then they're running from giant monsters, the epitome of Scooby-Doo. So yeah, I think this is probably they came from the swamp. They're actually Rick and Morty would do this. It's swamp Rick and Morty. Let's be honest. This is 100% a thing they would do. And then now it's them again, and they're trying not to get killed. And they're well, shit.
If they're the POV though, don't they have to be our Rick and Morty?
No, not necessarily.
Well, it might be our Rick and Morty, and the swamp Ricks and Morty are fighting a clone version of Rick and Morty. So it's we might have to entertain that notion.
Or this is why there are swamp versions of them.
Yeah, not clear.
Maybe the swamp can create mimics of them, doppelgangers.
Yeah, it does seem like the swamp is related to why because they're the gelatinous monster versions too.
See, that's the thing. We don't even know what fucking dimension we're in. It doesn't
Yeah, let's try to figure out how many episodes are in this promo. So, episode 1 is not in order, but one of our episodes is the episode Jerry is in, which involves the dome, No Man's Sky planet with the vagina monsters and the roller coaster and the cyborgs and Cyborg Summer and Cyborg Rick. That's all one episode.
I would agree with that. Okay. Yeah.
I don't think Cyborg Summer and Cyborg. I don't think that's in the same episode.
That's the most tangential. Yeah, that may or may not be part of it, but I think it would make sense given we see Cyborg Rick.
I think. I think it would make sense, but I think it also could be another one of those nod things. Like it
It
be
could
like
come back
separate.
later, yeah. And also could just, the cyborg's a general concept. It could be separate. Okay.
Right.
That's number one. Number two is, we've connected this loose thread with Pickle Rick. The Pickle Rick episode is, Pickle Rick, Pickle Rat Rick, the superhero people, the beginning of receiving the call on the diamond thing, and the explosion, just anything with Pickle Rick and Pickle Rat Rick, and then he's fighting other rats. Yeah, all of that. All that's one episode.
Yeah.
I think the Pickle Rick episode could potentially be separate. Like, I don't know, like, it's just, I'm not sure how we're going to go from Pickle Rick to normal Rick in that episode.
Yeah. It sounds like a lot to cover.
That sounds like a whole episode arc, so maybe just leave it.
I think
at
that. I think the Pickle Rick and the Rat Rick and all that stuff. I think the thing that's just separate would just be the superhero shot. Yeah, that might not be part of that episode. Yeah.
Granted, aesthetically, the scene does look like it's from the same episode.
Yeah.
So, like, granted, it could be a 2-episode thing. Like, they could be related.
And then we have this gelatinous versions of Rick and Morty. We see them a bunch. We see then potentially the big summer normalizing her. That could be part of that as well. And we see the swamp gelatinous version at the end.
I think the swamp thing could be a recurring thing. Like, they just have to deal with them occasionally. Like, they just show up.
And then lastly, there's a potential Victorian episode with Morty and his giant arm, and then the giant piano, which I think are probably the same episode.
There's the thread, giant things.
So there's only 2 shots of that one though: the giant Morty arm strangling the guy in the bathtub, and then the them on the piano. Are those two part of one of the other 3 episodes we mentioned?
I don't think so.
It could be a 4th episode, but since they're small on the piano, maybe it's related to the Pickle Rick episode, but it seems so aesthetically different.
Well, I don't know. I think the only thing, like, I would say that would keep them definitely separate is the aesthetic thing. But again, like, remembering the finale to season 2, like, so much shit happens in that episode. It's like, that was one episode.
Yeah. If they just have an episode where they go different places, there's no way of telling what's,
in that episode, we, like, Bird Person gets fucking murdered, and then, like, and then they go to, like, 3 different planets, and then we go to prison. Like, there's a lot of shit that happens in that episode.
Yeah. Here's my guess. I think the Pickle Rick stuff's episode 2. Episode 3 would be the gelatinous stuff. Maybe.
Oh yeah, Morty in the vest and the tie. I think that's like he was at court proceedings for the divorce.
Wait, where's that?
That's when he walks in for Pickle Rick. That's what he's wearing.
Oh, wait. Oh, is that all the way back in the beginning?
Maybe. Oh, wow.
Why didn't you bring that up at the time?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, and we had Mad Max episode too.
There's so
Hold on.
much.
Sorry. Wait. Another
so much
episode
to
is
look
that there's
at.
Mad Max episode. Obviously, is Mad Max episode tied to any of these other ones?
No.
I'm gonna say no.
Dylan, you can finally stop bitching about the titles. We're actually going to do movie parodies, like super ones.
No, you think the Mad Max episode's going to have a Mad Max title? No, it's going to be something stupid. That's what it's going to happen. We know the title of episode 2 though, so we could try to match stuff to that.
That's what it's Rick Manson.
Okay, wait. I'm in a Skype chat with my other friends, so like my best friends like watch it, and I had posted about it, and my best friend Darby went, "Excuse me, why is Jerry in the trailer?"
Yeah, accurate reaction. Yeah, good job,
Same.
Darby. Rick Mansing the Stone is episode 2. To me, that sounds most like the Victorian episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's episode 2. I think that I don't think those 2 scenes are just the only 2 scenes from episode 2. I think they'd relate to other ones, and I think the Mad Max episode has to have a B plot. So I think that potentially. The thing is, though, if you get rid of Jerry, then there's not much room for B plots. Like, who are we checking in with? So I'm a little interested to see, like, what else is happening in the Mad Max episode. Anyway, so overall, we got Pickle Rick episode, Mad Max episode, Gelatinous episode, and then potentially Victorian episode, potentially what was the other one that didn't fit? There's like a superhero thing that may or may not be part of the Pickle Rick episode. So I'm saying those are episodes like 2 to 5 or 6, and that's what this trailer's from. Yeah. Right. Like, I mean, that's not controversial.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you know, if they're still working on the later parts of the season, then it's going to be some of the earlier episodes. So, yeah. Okay. To close out here, as we've gone long, what are, what's, out of these general concept, what are you most looking forward to season 3, Delaney?
Okay, I'm really excited in general just for Beth. Like, Beth without Jerry, Jerry being gone, Beth being like
from
awesome
the
and going on
trailer.
missions and doing shit.
Are you interested in Beth in the trailer?
Yeah, no, I think that she was doing something like that. That was exciting to me. That like, so like they made a comment, you know, in the premiere, and then like in this trailer, we actually see her like she's doing sciencey things. So like we'll get to see like more of that, and then also I guess I'm really just excited about these others of our characters, like also like Cyborg Summer. Like I'm excited about the ladies. No one's surprised by this.
Oh, yeah, and then Cyborg may or may not be from the Jerry episode too. Yeah. Okay, cool. John, what concept from the trailer are you most excited for?
I'd be interested to see how they do the Mad Max parody. That it looks pretty good. I'm interested to see why they're going in that direction. But I guess the fact that Jerry has popped in now 3 times leads me to believe that maybe by the middle of the season, maybe toward the end, he's gonna find his way back into the household. So I don't think this whole divorce thing is gonna last.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Don't put that. Don't put
real.
it into being. We need to. I mean, yeah, it is going to be interesting to see what they do with Jerry. Like, can he really just be in one episode, like, and then he's just still divorced all season? Is this?
Yeah, it's like. I mean, it's like if I really feel like it's like, yeah, you know, it's get back. The question's going to be it's the how, and I think that episode's going to help get to the how. And I actually think it's going to be. I hope it's going to be pretty interesting because maybe Jerry, you know, grows a pair for once.
Oh, that's impossible.
Yeah, that's true. What was that?
I definitely don't think it's a guarantee that he's like gonna be him and Beth are gonna be back together. I think definitely he's probably gonna like work back into the picture somehow. For the
no, he'll worm his little
so
ass in.
Like how is he gonna be part of the show, right? Like how's he part of the Sanchez family type of thing? Yeah. So
he's just too funny of a character just to write off.
I agree with that. As much as we hate Jerry, I think he's been a really good presence at times on the show.
That's why he's such a great character. Like I hate him, but like that's why he exists.
Michelle, most excited.
I don't want to say like Pickle Rick because Pickle Rick's really messed up. But just the possibility of him like going into other bodies and how that's if it's gonna be like a thing the whole season, how it's gonna develop.
Tiny Rick, Michelle.
No, I'm really excited for that though. That's the thing I'm most excited for.
Tiny Rick was the beginning, and then
it was the beginning. What a good beginning it was.
Michelle calls Pickle Rick. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the 2 Victorian shots we got. I feel like that's the episode I like the most, I think, out of what we've seen so far. The piano thing I feel like is somehow the most interesting visually of all these. There's a lot of, at the very least, this trailer is super visually striking and different. So
yeah.
We got that. I could see all of this being from 3 episodes. I could see somehow all this ties into, and it's not 5 episodes, it's 3 episodes. But we will see starting on July 30th for Rick Mancing the Stone. And it also we'll get like descriptions, and then we'll be like, oh yeah, that's from the trailer. And that ties to this episode.
Rick Mancing the Stone could also be the superhero episode if it's like when he gets the call.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
On the Vindicator thing.
The stone is, See, that potentially makes more sense to me because Pickle Rick seems like episode 2 material, but that would be an interesting name for the Pickle Rick episode. Still, I don't know if the superhero stuff ties in, but yeah, that episode seems nuts. I anticipate lots of interesting discussions.
Yeah, but no, with Morty wearing the sweater vest, I think he's just got back from divorce court, or he's about to go, and like that would make sense if that's the 2nd episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. At 9 seconds, he is yeah.
I've just realized something. It may seem weird that the season premieres at 11:30. Are we sure they're going to start on episode 2, or do you think they're going to start on episode 1?
Yeah, that's I had that thought earlier, too.
Because
they might do like episode 1 maybe at 11, and then they resume at 11:30. But
no, I think 11:30 seems like the regular time. That's a good point. That maybe, presumably, that July 30th at 11:30 is episode 2. That being said, it's we have weirdly seen an episode already. And it's kind of like a preview, so it wouldn't be unprecedented for them to just start again with 1. That'd be pretty awful if we didn't get the episode 2 until the week after July 30th. But I assume that's not what's happening.
Yeah, I feel like it more likely they might show 2 episodes, like either at 11:30, like it starts, or it's what John says, like they'll do.
They
like,
probably show they show the
then...
previous episodes anyway before the new episode. So
yeah,
like before the new season starts.
Like they showed it. I mean, they showed it on the live stream.
Right. So
yeah. So I think it would which I wasn't sure if they were going to show it on the live stream or not. So because you can watch episodes on the website, but they obviously don't have that on the website. So they showed it on the live stream. So I feel like it's probably safe to assume that the new July 30th will be episode 2.
I would assume so. Yeah. So that's very exciting. We're gonna work our way to that. Any last random comments?
I like
Down
this
with
trailer.
Jerry.
Yeah, good trailer. I don't know what Delaney said. I assume it was something anti-Jerry.
Down with Jerry.
Okay. Correct. Yeah, so let us...
Hashtag pickle technology.
Let us...
Hashtag vagina monster.
Vagina monster.
Oh yeah, hashtag vagina monster.
Let us know what you thought of... Oh yeah, what was... You said something better with the vagina monster. It was...
Yeah, we'll see. We'll go back and see later.
What's the most absurd thing Michelle said? Leave that in the comments. And no, let us know...
I said vagina monster.
Okay.
For the record.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay. So let us know in the comments what you thought of the trailer and who said what and and if you have better ideas on like what ties to what episode.
Yes. Yeah. Are we wrong?
I don't know. I don't like, I'm obviously it's very tempting to do all this episode tithing, which is why we did that. But at the same time, it's like, now when we watch the next episode, like what's happening in the trailer from where? So, it's not...
Also, it's Rick and Morty, and who knows?
We'll be lost in the nonsense anyway. So yeah, let it overlyanimated.com. Find all that stuff here. Please leave comments if you enjoy this. If you have any thoughts on that, and we'll have future Rick and Morty podcasts coming up. Everything at overlyanimated.com. Consider supporting us at patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you very much to all of our patrons, especially our patron of the podcast, Connie, a.k.a. Veronica Cucamonga.
Yay.
Thank you, Connie, for your support. And thanks, as always, to our patron executive producers, John, Ryan, Steve, Alex, and Andy. More Rick and Morty coming up, more Star coming up, Steven Universe, everything at overlyanimated.com. Thank you guys very much for listening. We will see you next time. Bye.
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 Take care.